Good morning, children. So, today we are going to study about our next chapter, new chapter, that is chapter number 4. They live for us. Okay, children. So, before starting this chapter, let me ask you one thing. Do you ever wondered how you can wear different colors of clothes? Yes, different colors of food items is available in the market, right? Then different types of colors of clothes you are wearing. So how is it possible, children? Have you ever wondered about that? Or like you can see, many of you might be having leather bag which is made up of leather, or some of your parents will be carrying leather wallets. Your father will be carrying leather wallet, or your mother will be having leather purse. So have you ever wondered from where these all things come from, or from where this different colors of our clothes are coming from? Who are putting this color to our clothes? Have you ever wondered, children, or have you ever thought about it? So let's see. If you haven't thought, think about it, and we are going to explore how this color comes to your cloth, and what is the reason behind the leather purse or leather wallet taken by your father and mother. Okay, so let's move. So let's step into the chapter, that is they live for us. So children, before starting, let's have some previous knowledge. That is, you studied the things which you studied in earlier classes and earlier chapters. That is, men take different animals or animal parts as food. Men are having we eat different animals, we eat different animal parts also, which is taken as food. Then sheep have long and thick hairs on their body. Have you ever seen sheep? They will have long and thick hairs on their body, right, children? Then rhinoceros and deer. Have you ever seen a deer? Have you ever been in a zoo? Have you ever gone in a zoo or animal national park and all? So if you have gone, children, then you might have seen deers. You might have seen rhinoceros, right? Then animals have different patterns on their body. Some animals, they are having different patterns on their body. Have you seen, like it's very common in today's time, that is, this is a rainy season, and you can see snakes are way too much in number running in our out of our home, in our surroundings and all. So you can see different patterns in the snake. Have you ever been to snake park, that is in Parshnikadav? So if you go there, you can see different snakes having different patterns on their body. Then honeybee, you have seen honeybee, right, children? If at all if there is a place where sunlight and everything is not able to get in any shady area, honeybee will make their home there, and man collects this honey from the hives of the honeybee. Have you seen the people collecting honey? Have you ever eaten honey? So it's very tasty, children. And when you eat the honey, have you used it in your any dishes and all? You might have used it. And have you ever thought that from where this honey comes? Yes, it comes from honeybee. hives of the honeybee. Then animals are hunted for meat, ivory, skin, hair, musk, and feather. So, children, these were the basic things which you were knowing by your earlier observations, or you already studied in the earlier chapters or early classes and all. Now we are going to study in detail how the process of taking this thing, honey, color, everything happens. So children, are you ready to step into our chapter? Okay. So before going into the chapter, I'm going to tell you one story. Let's study this chapter through a story. Okay. So all of you are all of you like to hear stories, right? Your grandparents might be telling you so many stories. Okay. So, but my story will not be that interesting, that much interesting, but still you have to listen it. Okay. Okay then. Okay, so children, let's start the story. So there were a family, a family with one girl named Rima, and she had one brother, Rabi, and they went to their uncle's place, who is living in Hyderabad, for a vacation. Okay, their uncle took them to Hyderabad and shown them every place. One of the place which was very interesting to them was Salarjung Museum. Okay, children, do you have seen Salarjung Museum in Hyderabad? So let's see. This is the outer area or entrance of the Salarjung Museum. So, coming to our story, Rima and Rabi went to this museum. Her uncle was working in Indian Railways at Hyderabad, and he and his family were residing in the flat near a Musi river. Okay, so they went to a vacation to their uncle's place. Their uncle took them to this museum in an auto rickshaw, and they started to enter into that museum. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. The street was full of vendors selling fruits, vegetables, art products, musical instruments, etc. On the two sides of the roads were attractive pearl shops. There were pearl shops, Iranian cafes were there, toy shops was there, food stalls were there. These all were had tempting smell of street food. Okay, so you also will be going to school tour, family tour, etc. Okay, so you will be having such experience, right, children? So they also had. Their auto stopped in front of this museum. Uncle purchased the tickets and they entered the museum. It was the central block. First which they saw was the central block. A lady in uniform guided them to the gallery. There was a lady, and this lady was in a uniform, and she guided them to gallery. The guide gave a short history of the museum. That is, It was made by Nawab Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, Salar Jung 3. This museum is made up by Nawab Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, Salar Jung 3. He was the Prime Minister of the 7th Nizam of Hyderabad. They entered the third library. There were different idols made of bronze. They can see of Vishnu, Sri Devi and Bhudevi. And they all were very large in size. The gallery was full of many types of images and sculptures of the ancient period. So one of the picture is, I have took one picture from there and that is on your screen. Then next was printed textiles gallery. Rima was very happy and she could not explain herself. And in happiness she told that how nice uncle these saris are. Her uncle told that, the guide told that they are patola saris of 18th century. You can see very attractive paintings in them. They are made in different parts of Andhra Pradesh. So there she saw different colors, different attractive paintings in that sari, and that sari was called as patola saris and were made in the year 18th century. They are made in different parts of Andhra Pradesh. She observed the colors in them. Guide said that they are all natural colors. Most colors are of the plant origin, some of the animal origin. So, hearing this, Rima asked to her uncle, that, "Uncle, do we produce color from animals?" Uncle said, "Of course." "What is your opinion, children?" So, if you see in your textbook, if you see that there are some plants which produce colors and there are some animals that produce color. Okay? Do you know how do we get the red dye, red color? Children, how do we get the red color? Red is favorite to almost all of them, right? So how do we get this red dye? The farmers are growing the bugs and making the red color powder. This dye is used as colors in liquors, ice cream, yogurts, candy. Okay, so can you see this bug? This is the bug which is grown by farmers to make the red color powder. This, and after getting the product that is dye, it is used in as colors in liquors, ice creams, yogurts, candy, etc. So children, the red thread or red thread which is necessary for red dress is ready now. So now do you understood from where you get different color dresses? Okay. So come, let's move on to the Rima's place. Okay. Go back to our Salarjung Museum. So Rima, after knowing this thing and all, She moved to the next gallery. That gallery was full of attractive ornaments. There were rings, necklaces, earrings, brooches, pendants, bracelets, etc., made of glazing stones and beads. Her brother Rabi asked, "Are they made of jewels, uncle?" "They are mostly of pearls. Jewels are also there." Guide said that. Rabi expressed his opinion that, "I think pearls are collected from sea." So what is your opinion, children? From where are they collected? Yes, they are collected from sea. See, pearl oyster. See, this is the place from where pearls are being collected. You can see that pearl oyster. That is the pearl oyster, and from there pearl is being collected. Where do they live? They live in the sea. Okay. So children, another one is a GK to you. That is, which is the city of pearl? Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the city of pearls. Okay. Then they proceeded to gallery number 11. There was display of chairs, idols, sculptors, and many types of ivory carvings. All are white in color. "How nice are they?" Rima said. Her uncle told that they are made of tusk of elephants. They are made of tusk of elephants. The carvings were purchased by the Nawab from Japan, Egypt, France, Germany, England, and China. The guide said. The carvings were purchased by the Nawab from Japan, Egypt, France, Germany, England, and China. Okay. So children, do you know in which states elephants live in India? You should tell me, because if you are not telling, then no one can tell this answer, because we are with you. I'm telling, I can't give you that clue also, because we can see that. You can see everywhere, in every if you are going to any temple occasion, if you are going to any zoo, this thing is for sure in our place. So children, which state you have to tell. About this I can't tell you more, because elephants are seen more in the place where we are living itself. Okay, so now I think almost all of you would have got the state. And also, not only in our state, there are so many other states in India also where elephants are seen. Okay. And the tusk of that elephant is used to make the ivory. Okay. Ivory is the material. What is ivory, children? It is the material used to make tusk of elephants. Do you know which part of elephant has grown to tusk? And have you ever noticed which all animals have ivory other than elephants? Collect the details about that and write an assignment like thing. Okay, so I'm just telling the name. That is, elephant got ivory. Then what is this, children? Pinniped. Okay, that also got ivory. Then one more is there. You have to find it out and write the name of that one. This ivory makes the elephant attractive to poachers. They kill the elephants and plunder the ivory. So many you can hear in the news, paper, media, every media you can hear this news that elephants are being killed to get that ivory from them. Okay, so the group so it's very cruel from the human kind to kill the animal, to kill the elephant just to have the ivory. That also is their part. So children, you should not encourage such act. So now let's come into the museum. Let's go back to the museum. So Rima and her group visited the first floor and western block and came out at 2 o'clock. All of them appreciated the effort taken by the Nawab to make such a collection and establish the museum. They had lunch at the nearest hotel. They hired an auto rickshaw and traveled to Mecca Masjid. It took 20 minutes to reach there. To their surprise, it was a very large structure. In front of the masjid, people of all religions were crowded to observe the mosque. Hundreds of pigeons were eating grains. Some people served grains to them. After the prayer in the mosque, they went out for a shopping. They entered into a hypermarket. There they reached in the leather gallery. There were very attractive bags, chappals and shoes were displayed. The salesman showed them the rates. He said they are made of original leather. Rima asked, "What do you mean by original leather?" Uncle said, "The skins of animals, they are treated with chemicals to preserve and are used to make these things." What did uncle say, children? Leather is made up of skin of animal. They are treated with chemicals to preserve and are used to make these things. Rima said, "Varieties of bags? They are very attractive." Rabi said, "The belt and purse made of leather are good and lasting." What are the things we make using leather, children? Wallet, your father's, you could have seen your fathers having wallet. Then bag, ladies bag, that might be have taken by your mother or your elder sister and all. Shoes, then belt. Okay, so which animals skins? So uncle had earlier told Rima that these leathers are made of skins of animals. Then they are treated with chemicals. After getting the skin is treated with chemicals to preserve and are used to make these things. Can you tell me which all animal skins are used to make leather, or whether all the animals are used, or there are specific animals? So let's see. See, these are the animals which are used to make leathers. That is buffalo, pig, snake, and the last one is lizard. Okay. Then, who is this person, children? These are Bishti. Bishti are Muslim tribes. They belong to Arab tribal, that is Bama Arab. They are the traditional water carriers of South Asia. They used leather bags to carry the water. You can see that person holding a bag which is made up of leather, and in that water is there. They use that leather bag to carry the waters. They are the water carrier of traditional times. So children, this is the thing for today. We will continue with that museum in the next class. Hope all of you have understood what I've tried to explain in this class. Okay. So thank you.